Introduction. Success isn't just about achieving goals, it's about who you become in the process. In The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen R. Covey outlines a roadmap for personal and professional effectiveness. This book isn't about quick fixes or superficial changes. It's about cultivating deep, transformative habits that help you live with purpose, integrity, and balance. These 7 habits are principles-based and timeless, applicable to every area of life. Whether you want to improve relationships, enhance productivity, or lead with influence, these habits will equip you to thrive. Let's break down each habit and discover how you can live a more effective, meaningful life. Habit 1. Be proactive. Effectiveness begins with the realization that you are responsible for your own life. Habit 1. Be proactive is about taking control of your actions and decisions instead of being controlled by external circumstances. Covey explains that proactive people focus on what they can influence, while reactive people blame external factors like their environment, upbringing, or other people. The power of choice. Proactivity is grounded in the idea that, between stimulus and response, you have the freedom to choose. For example, if someone criticizes you, your reaction, whether you get angry, ignore it, or use it constructively, is entirely within your control. This freedom of choice defines how proactive you are. Circle of influence versus circle of concern. Covey introduces the concept of the circle of influence and the circle of concern. Circle of concern. Things you worry about but cannot control, such as the weather or global events. Circle of influence. Things you can directly affect, like your habits, relationships, and personal development. Proactive people focus on their circle of influence, which gradually expands as they gain more control over their lives. Reactive people, on the other hand, waste energy on their circle of concern, which only leads to frustration and inaction. Practical steps to be proactive. 1. Practice self-awareness. Reflect on how you respond to challenges and identify areas where you can take control. 2. Shift your language. Replace reactive phrases like "I can't" or "I have to" with proactive ones like "I choose" or "I will." 3. Start small. Focus on one area where you can exercise more control, such as your morning routine or a single habit. Covey's message is clear. You are not a product of your circumstances, but a product of your decisions. Take responsibility for your life and become the driver, not the passenger. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, is about visualizing where you want to go before you start the journey. Stephen Covey reminds us that all things are created twice, once in the mind and once in reality. Just like an architect creates a blueprint before construction begins, you need to design your life intentionally by starting with a clear vision of your desired destination. The power of mental creation. Every achievement, from a successful career to a fulfilling relationship, begins with a clear mental picture. Without this clarity, you risk being swept along by circumstances, spending your energy on things that don't align with your true values and goals. Covey emphasizes that intentional living is the key to effectiveness. Creating a personal mission statement. The cornerstone of Habit 2 is developing a personal mission statement. This is a declaration of your life's purpose, values, and goals. It acts as a compass, ensuring your actions align with what truly matters to you. Steps to create a mission statement. 1. Reflect on your core values. Ask yourself, what principles do I want to live by? Integrity, kindness, growth, family, or contribution might top your list. 2. Define your life goals. Imagine what success looks like in each area of your life: family, career, health, spirituality, and relationships. 3. Envision your legacy. Picture your funeral. What do you want people to say about you? How do you want to be remembered? 4. Write it down. Put your mission into words. It should be concise yet inspiring. For example, to live a life of integrity, continually grow, and contribute positively to others while prioritizing family and health. 5. Revisit and refine it. As you grow and evolve, your mission statement may need adjustments. Treat it as a living document. The funeral exercise. One of Covey's most powerful tools is the funeral exercise. Imagine attending your own funeral. Visualize what your family, friends, and colleagues are saying about you. What do you want your children to remember about you? What legacy do you want to leave at work? What impact do you want to have on your community? This exercise provides profound clarity about what truly matters and helps you align your daily actions with your ultimate goals. Aligning your actions with your vision. Once you've defined your mission, it's time to align your behavior with it. Covey emphasizes that this alignment is what separates highly effective people from everyone else. 1. Make decisions based on your values. Use your mission statement as a filter for your choices. If an opportunity doesn't align with your vision, say no. 2. Set long-term goals. Break your mission statement into actionable goals. For instance, if your mission includes financial independence, your goal might be to save a specific amount or start a business within a set time frame. 3. Visualize daily. Spend time each day imagining yourself living in alignment with your mission. This reinforces your purpose and keeps you motivated. Living proactively. Covey reminds us that without a clear vision, it's easy to live reactively, responding to life's demands instead of shaping your future. By beginning with the end in mind, you take control of your destiny and ensure your life reflects your deepest values. He summarizes it perfectly. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Habit 3. Put first things first. Habit 3, put first things first, is where your vision from Habit 2 meets action. It's about managing your time and energy effectively, so you prioritize what truly matters. While Habit 2 is about leadership and deciding what you want, Habit 3 is about management, organizing and executing around those priorities. The Time Management Matrix. Covey introduces the Time Management Matrix, which categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants based on urgency and importance. 1. Quadrant 1, urgent and important. Crises, deadlines, and emergencies. Second quadrant. 2. Not urgent but important. Planning, personal growth, relationship building, and health. Third quadrant. 3. Urgent but not important. Interruptions, unnecessary meetings, and other distractions. Fourth quadrant. 4. Not urgent and not important. Time wasters like excessive social media or binge-watching TV. Most people spend too much time in quadrants 1, 3, and 4, neglecting quadrant 2. Highly effective people focus on quadrant 2 because it's where long-term success and growth happen. The importance of quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 activities are proactive, not reactive. They include things like creating a weekly plan for your goals, exercising and maintaining your health, investing time in meaningful relationships, developing new skills or learning. These activities may not have immediate deadlines, but neglecting them leads to bigger problems in Quadrant 1, like health crises or failed relationships. How to prioritize effectively. 1. Clarify your priorities. Use your mission statement to identify what truly matters in your life. Second, plan weekly. At the start of each week, schedule time for Quadrant 2 activities. Treat these commitments as sacred. 3. Eliminate time wasters. Avoid Quadrants 3 and 4 by delegating, automating, or saying no to unnecessary tasks. 4. Focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking dilutes your effectiveness. Give your full attention to each task. Learning to say no. Covey explains that saying no to less important tasks is crucial for living intentionally. Many people feel pressured to say yes to every request, but this often leads to burnout and neglect of your true priorities. Saying no isn't selfish. It's essential for staying aligned with your mission. Living with integrity. Putting first things first also requires integrity. Honoring the commitments you make to yourself and others. Covey emphasizes that integrity isn't just about keeping promises to others, it's about keeping promises to yourself. For example, if you schedule time for exercise or family, honor that commitment as you would an important meeting. The Quadrant. 2 lifestyle, living in Quadrant 2 is about intentionality. It's not about being busy, but about being effective. Covey reminds us, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Practical tools for habit. 3.1. The Weekly Compass. Each week, identify your key Quadrant 2 priorities and schedule them before anything else. 2. Batch similar tasks. Group similar activities, like emails or errands, to save time. 3. Review. Daily. At the end of each day, reflect on your progress and adjust your plan for tomorrow. The essence of habit. Habit. 3 is where clarity meets discipline. It's about turning your vision into reality by focusing on what truly matters and avoiding distractions. Covey's message is powerful. Things which matter most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least. By putting first things first, you take control of your time, energy, and life. Habit 4. Think win-win. Habit 4, Think win-win, is about adopting a mindset of mutual benefit in your interactions and relationships. Stephen Covey explains that many people approach life with a scarcity mentality, believing that success is a limited resource. If someone else wins, they must lose. However, highly effective people embrace an abundance mentality, believing there's enough success, happiness, and opportunities for everyone. Win-win is not about compromise or appeasement. It's about creating solutions where both parties feel valued and successful. It's a principle rooted in integrity, maturity, and collaboration. The foundations of win-win thinking. Covey identifies 3 key traits that form the foundation of a win-win mindset. 1. Integrity. Staying true to your values and principles. Win-win solutions are built on trust, and trust begins with honesty and consistency. 2. Maturity. Balancing courage and consideration. You need the courage to stand up for your needs and the consideration to understand the needs of others. 3. Abundance mentality. Believing in a world of possibilities. Instead of seeing life as a zero-sum game, recognize that collaboration often creates more opportunities for everyone. The alternative mindsets. Covey contrasts win-win with other common approaches. Win-lose, I win, you lose. This competitive mindset fosters resentment and damages relationships. Lose-win, I lose, you win. This people-pleasing approach sacrifices your own needs and leads to dissatisfaction. Lose-lose. If I can't win, neither can you. This destructive mindset arises from envy and spite. Win-win or no deal. This approach ensures that if a mutually beneficial solution isn't possible, Both parties agree to walk away respectfully. Win-win isn't always easy, but it's the only mindset that builds trust, fosters collaboration, and creates sustainable success. How to think win-win. 1. Focus on relationships. Building trust is the foundation of win-win thinking. Invest in relationships by being honest, dependable, and empathetic. 2. Understand the other person's needs. Seek first to understand their goals, fears, and values. This leads into habit 5. Win-win starts with seeing the world from their perspective. 3. Look for creative solutions. Don't settle for compromises. Instead, collaborate to find innovative outcomes that benefit everyone. 4. Commit to mutual benefit. Enter negotiations with the mindset that you will only agree to solutions that leave both parties satisfied. Examples of win-win thinking. Covey shares a simple but powerful example. A father and son were arguing over whether the son could use the family car. Instead of settling on a win-lose or lose-win outcome, the father suggested a win-win solution. If the son committed to cleaning the car and returning it with a full tank, he could use it. Both the father and son felt their needs were met. Win-win thinking applies in all areas of life, from workplace negotiations to family dynamics. Imagine resolving conflicts at work by finding solutions that meet the needs of both the company and employees, or strengthening your marriage by working together to meet each other's emotional needs. The bigger picture. Win-win thinking isn't just a strategy. It's a mindset that transforms relationships and builds trust. Covey writes, "Win-win is not your way or my way, it's a better way." By adopting this mindset, you move beyond competition and into collaboration, unlocking opportunities for greater success and harmony. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Habit 5 is the key to meaningful and effective communication. Covey explains that most people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. They're so focused on formulating their response that they miss the deeper meaning behind the other person's words. To truly connect with others, you must practice empathetic listening. This means not just hearing what someone says, but understanding their emotions, needs, and perspective. Why empathetic listening matters. Empathetic listening builds trust, resolves conflicts, and strengthens relationships. When people feel heard and understood, they are more open to collaboration, feedback, and compromise. Covey describes empathetic listening as giving others psychological air. It satisfies their need to feel valued and acknowledged. Most conflicts arise because people fail to listen. Instead of trying to understand each other, they argue, interrupt, or impose their views. Empathetic listening breaks this cycle and creates a foundation for genuine connection. Covey identifies 5 levels of listening. 1. Ignoring, not listening at all. 2. Pretending to listen, giving superficial responses like "uh-huh" or "yeah" without paying attention. 3. Selective listening, hearing only what aligns with your own perspective. 4. Attentive listening, focusing on the words being said. 5. Empathetic listening, understanding the speaker's emotions, intentions, and perspective. True connection happens only at the 5th level. How to practice empathetic listening. 1. Be present. Remove distractions and give the speaker your full attention. Put away your phone, make eye contact, and focus on their words. 2. Listen beyond words. Pay attention to tone, body language, and emotions. Often, what's unsaid is just as important as what's said. 3. Reflect and clarify. Paraphrase what the speaker has said to confirm your understanding. For example, It sounds like you're frustrated because you feel unheard. Is that right? 4. Resist the urge to respond. Don't interrupt, offer solutions, or share your perspective until the speaker feels fully understood. Empathetic listening in action. Covey shares the example of a father whose teenage son was struggling in school. Instead of lecturing, the father practiced empathetic listening, asking his son open-ended questions about his experience and emotions. As the son opened up, the father gained a deeper understanding of his challenges and was able to provide meaningful support. This habit applies in all relationships. Imagine resolving a workplace conflict by truly understanding the other person's concerns before proposing solutions. Or deepening your marriage by listening to your partner's feelings without judgment or defensiveness. Being understood. Once you've fully understood the other person, you can share your perspective in a way that resonates with them. Covey emphasizes that being understood is not about dominating the conversation. It's about presenting your ideas in a way that builds on the trust and understanding you've established. The transformative power of habit 5. Covey writes, "When you seek to understand first, then to be understood, you build the skills of effective communication. This habit transforms relationships, resolves conflicts, and creates opportunities for collaboration. It's the foundation of trust and the bridge to win-win solutions. By mastering habit 5, you unlock the ability to connect deeply with others, fostering relationships that are authentic, meaningful, and effective." Habit 6. Synergize. Synergize is about creating extraordinary results through teamwork, collaboration, and valuing differences. Stephen Covey describes synergy as the principle that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. In other words, when people work together effectively, they can achieve outcomes that wouldn't be possible individually. Synergy is about embracing diversity of ideas, skills, and perspectives to create innovative solutions and foster stronger relationships. What is synergy? Synergy happens when people pool their talents, perspectives, and strengths to produce something far greater than they could achieve individually. It's the magic that occurs when collaboration leads to unexpected breakthroughs. Synergy doesn't just happen. It requires trust, open communication, and a willingness to embrace differences. Think about a band where each musician brings a unique instrument and skill set. Alone, they create beautiful sounds, but together, they compose a symphony that transcends individual effort. This is the essence of synergy. The role of differences in synergy. Covey emphasizes that differences in perspective are not obstacles, they're opportunities for growth. These differences can be cultural. People from different backgrounds bring unique ways of thinking. Professional. A team of specialists from various fields can tackle problems holistically. Personal. Even within families, varying personalities and viewpoints can enrich decision-making. Instead of trying to eliminate or minimize differences, effective people value and leverage them. They recognize that diversity leads to creativity, innovation, and better solutions. How to create synergy 1. Value differences. Shift your mindset from "I need people to agree with me" to "I need people to challenge me." Celebrate different viewpoints and treat them as opportunities to grow. 2. Foster open communication. Create an environment where everyone feels safe to express their ideas without fear of judgment. 3. Seek the third alternative. Covey introduces the concept of the third alternative, which goes beyond my way or your way to create a new solution that satisfies everyone. This requires creativity and collaboration. Practical examples of synergy. In business, a marketing team collaborates with a product development team. By combining creative ideas with technical expertise, they create a campaign that resonates deeply with their audience. In family, parents and teenagers work together to set rules that respect parental authority while giving teens a sense of independence. In communities, diverse groups come together to solve social challenges, drawing on varied experiences to create impactful solutions. The challenges of synergy. Synergy requires patience, trust, and the willingness to set aside ego. It's not about dominating the conversation or forcing others to agree with you. It's about creating a space for authentic collaboration. Covey writes, "Synergy is not the same as compromise. In a compromise, both sides give up something to find middle ground. Synergy, on the other hand, creates something entirely new and better." The rewards of synergy. When you embrace synergy, you build stronger relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Solve problems more creatively and effectively. Achieve results that exceed your expectations. Synergy is the pinnacle of effective collaboration. It transforms groups of individuals into cohesive, innovative teams capable of achieving extraordinary outcomes. Habit 7. Sharpen the Saw. Habit 7, Sharpen the Saw, is about self-renewal. Covey uses the metaphor of a saw. If you keep using it without sharpening it, the blade becomes dull and your effectiveness decreases. To sustain long-term success and effectiveness, you must regularly invest in yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This habit is not just about maintaining balance, it's about continuous growth and self-care. The 4 dimensions of renewal. Covey emphasizes that sharpening the saw requires nurturing 4 key dimensions of your life. 1. Physical dimension, body. This involves maintaining your health through exercise, nutrition, and rest. Examples of sharpening the saw physically include going for a daily walk, eating a balanced diet, or prioritizing sleep. Why it matters. A strong body provides the energy and stamina needed for productivity and focus. Second mental dimension, mind. Lifelong learning is at the heart of mental renewal. This includes reading, taking courses, and engaging in activities that challenge your intellect. Examples include solving puzzles, learning a new skill, or reading books that expand your perspective. Why it matters. A sharp mind enhances creativity, decision-making, and problem-solving abilities. 3. Emotional dimension, heart. Emotional renewal comes from building meaningful relationships and managing your emotions effectively. Examples include spending quality time with loved ones, practicing gratitude, or seeking support when needed. Why it matters. Emotional health fosters resilience, empathy, and strong connections. 4. Spiritual dimension, soul. This is about connecting with your values and purpose through reflection, meditation, or prayer. Examples include journaling, spending time in nature, or practicing mindfulness. Why it matters. Spiritual renewal gives you a sense of direction and fulfillment. Creating a balanced renewal plan. To truly sharpen the saw, you must renew all 4 dimensions regularly. Neglecting one area can cause burnout or imbalance. For example, if you excel professionally, mental renewal, but neglect your health, physical renewal, your effectiveness will eventually decline. Practical steps to sharpen the saw. 1. Schedule renewal. Time. Treat self-renewal activities as non-negotiable appointments. For instance, dedicate 30 minutes daily to exercise or meditation. 2. Set growth goals. Identify one new skill to learn or area of personal growth to focus on each month. 3. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge progress in all 4 dimensions to stay motivated. 4. Unplug and reconnect. Periodically disconnect from work and technology to recharge fully. The benefits of sharpening the saw: 1. Increased effectiveness. Regular renewal helps you maintain peak performance in all areas of life. 2. Greater resilience. When challenges arise, a well-rounded foundation of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health enables you to handle them with grace. 3. Enhanced relationships. Investing in emotional renewal deepens your connections with others. 4. Long-term success. Habit 7 ensures that you don't burn out and can sustain success over the long haul. Sharpening the saw in action. Imagine an entrepreneur who dedicates time each day to exercise, learning, reflection, and connecting with family. This balance keeps them energized, innovative, and grounded, enabling them to lead effectively and achieve their goals. Covey's key insight. Covey writes, "Sharpening the saw is preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have, you. By taking time to renew yourself, you not only maintain your effectiveness, but also expand your capacity to contribute and grow." In conclusion, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People isn't just a book. It's a guide to living with purpose, balance, and integrity. To recap: 1. Be proactive. Take ownership of your life. 2. Begin with the end in mind. Live intentionally. 3. Put first things first. Prioritize what matters. 4. Think win-win. Foster mutual benefit. 5. Seek first to understand. Communicate with empathy. 6. Synergize. Collaborate to create greatness. 7. Sharpen the saw. Invest in self-renewal. These habits are transformative when applied consistently. Covey's message is simple. Success isn't about quick fixes. It's about cultivating the character and habits that lead to long-term fulfillment. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life transform. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing book summaries. Together, we can build a life of purpose and effectiveness.